All right, last author and SCP of today. Geometry Prime. We had them once before. With 2597. 2597. That one, which one was that? 2597. Oh yeah, it was like the little -2 kilogram weight that like gains speed the more air resistance there is. Like it literally like, just like, yeah, like you have to like hold it, like really like you have to be careful to not give it any air resistance because it will like dash off. So yeah, that I remember that. That was a fun one to read. Okay, so Geometry Prime, you wrote the SCP called Multidimensional Ceramic Omnivore. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? You see this picture? Object class Euclid. By the way, Steph, do you have any like phobias, any fears? Because like if that's the case, I will try to memorize that and keep you like a heads up if any pictures of you said phobia or fear ever pops up. Special containment procedures. SCP-2649 must be contained within a standard animal containment chamber and is to be provided with at least 4 ounces of raw meat of any type per day. This feeding schedule must be randomized weekly in order to minimize chances of an attempted escape by SCP-2649. Any containment chamber housing SCP-2649 must be lined entirely with ceramic tile or some other ceramic surface. Any personnel interacting with SCP-2649 are to wear boots that have been equipped with ceramic soles. It's a short one. SCP-2649 put in -A to defend against a perceived threat. SCP-2649 resembles a white teapot with 4 pairs of mobile arachnoid legs attached at its base. The mechanism by which these legs are capable of movement is unknown, as the entity appears to be composed entirely of ceramic. The spout produces a highly viscous black liquid, hereafter referred to as -A. The entity has been observed bending over to pour this liquid on the ground around it and is capable of reabsorbing the substance as needed. Any such pool of -A functions as a portal. Any object crossing the surface is transported to a pocket dimension in which organic matter deteriorates over time. Objects larger than the surface of an -A pool are not affected. The objects transported in this manner have been recovered, but no objects transported in this manner have been recovered, but radio transmission can be received, suggesting that the portal functions in both directions. Because SCP-2649 has been observed moving any provided food into a layer of this liquid, it's believed that the pocket dimension access via -A serves as the entity's means of digestion. SCP-2649 itself cannot be transported by this fluid, and has been known to coat itself with it as a means of defense. Transporting any projectiles and small threats that make contact. Experimentation suggests that this resistance is linked not to identity of SCP-2649, but to its material. Experimentation confirms that object composed of ceramics will not pass through a layer of -A. Addendum 1. -A exploration log. Objective class date. Oh my god, my eyes. Still getting tired. Objective class: collect data regarding the SCP-2649 pocket dimension. Procedure: a 500 gram mass of raw beef is loaded into a sample of -A, followed by a camera that can be accessed remotely. The camera view displays a dark expanse with no walls or boundaries visible. Several inanimate objects are adrift, as gravity appears to be absent. All of the objects are composed of metallic or mineral substances, none are organic, and they range in size from corners and tube fillings to metal chairs and a single 6-foot I-beam. No light sources exist other than the mounted to the camera. The beef sample is visible ahead. It exhibits a greenish discoloration and small particles separating themselves from the surface, and subsequently disappearing. After roughly 15 minutes of this accelerated decay, the sample has vanished completely. Addendum 2. Instant log. Second, 17:15. SCP-2649 begins waiting near the door to the containment chamber as feeding time approaches, potentially with the aim of breaching containment. Investigation into possible learning behavior of the part of the entity is currently underway. Third, 24:15. SCP-2649 has taken to depositing a layer of -A beneath the location its food is usually placed. At this point, it is accepted that SCP-2649 exhibits learning behavior, and containment procedure have been modified to include a randomized feeding schedule. Fourth, 10:15. SCP-2649 appears to have discovered that its containment cell is composed of cinder blocks that can be transported by -A. The entity had managed to remove 4 of them by the time the attempted breach was noticed, and SCP-2649 was transferred to a new containment chamber lined with ceramic tile. And then the last one, 6/1/15. One member of D-Class personnel assigned to SCP-2649 entered the entity's containment chamber for routine feeding and immediately fell through the surface of a pool of -A that had been left at the entrance. In the brief span of time in which the chamber door remained open, SCP-2649 was able to breach containment, but was recaptured quickly with no further casualties. Containment procedures have been revised to include ceramic soles on employed footwear in order to prevent future incidents of this type. Some site staff have expressed concern that this was a deliberate attack on the part of SCP-2649, and research is pending regarding whether or not the entity is intelligent enough to coordinate a strategy in this way. And there we go. Little teapot that uses black ink to like create like a portal to its stomach, but also seems to be aware how to strategically think and is try to escape. All right, we are done with the SCPs now. Awesome.